Correns raised the status of Mendel's propositions up to the level of laws. He gave the shape of laws to the Mendel propositions. These were law of segregation and law of independent assortment. Techermark explained Mendel's work in simplified form. So these three scientists, Hugo de Varis, Correns and Techermark, independently rediscovered the Mendel's work, and Correns provided the shape of laws to his two propositions, Mendel's two propositions. On basis of monohybrid cross, Mendel gave two general rules which are now known as laws or principle. These are law of dominance and law of segregation. Law of dominance is first law of heredity and law of segregation is second law of heredity. So on the basis of monohybrid cross in which we study only one character. Monohybrid cross is the cross in which Mendel studied only one character, for example height or for example shape of the seed. This is monohybrid cross. So on the basis of monohybrid cross, Mendel gave two general rules and these are now given shape of laws, that is law of dominance and law of segregation. On the basis of dihybrid cross, in which he studied two characters at the same time, for example shape of the seed and color of the seed, Mendel gave second set of generalization which is now known as law of independent assortment. Mendel worked on garden pea. That is Pisum sativum. The family of garden pea is Fabaceae and number of chromosome in garden pea diploid cell is 14. Type of fruit is legume or pod. Mendel also performed reciprocal cross. So what is reciprocal cross? See, if in first cross he has taken male as tall and female as dwarf, then in reciprocal cross what he has done, he has taken female as tall and male as dwarf. This is known as reciprocal cross. So Mendel also performed reciprocal crosses. He worked on 7 pair of contrasting characters, that is opposing characters. When he performed reciprocal cross, the result of the crosses were same. Reciprocal crosses are with same genotypes in which sexes of the parental generation is reversed. Nowadays, reciprocal crosses are used to find out type of genes and type of inheritance, that is autosomal or sex-linked. If the result of the reciprocal crosses are same, then the genes are autosomal. If the results of the reciprocal crosses are not same, then the genes must be sex-linked. So these are the this table represents the characters which Mendel studied in pea plant. He studied height. In case of height, dominant character is tall and recessive is dwarf. Number of chromosome on which this character is present, height. It is present in 4th chromosome. Similarly, flower position. Dominant character is axillary position of the flower is dominant and terminal position is recessive one. Flower color, violet, white. Pod color, dominant is green and recessive is yellow. Pod shape, inflated or full in case of dominant and recessive is constricted. Seed shape, round is dominant and wrinkled is recessive. Seed color, yellow is dominant and green is recessive. Mendel studied one character of stem height, 2 characters of flower, 2 characters of pod and 2 characters of seed. So this is very important, children. See how many characters of stem he studied? Only 1. How many characters of flower he studied? 2. Flower position and flower color. How many characters of pod? 2. Color and shape. How many characters of seed? 2. Shape and color. So he studied only 1 character of stem, 2 characters of flower, 2 characters of pod and 2 characters of seed. Mendel studied seed cotyledon color. In his dihybrid cross, 2 characters under study were seed color and seed shape, which are present on different chromosome, that is chromosome number 1 and 7. This is also very important. We will discuss it again when we will do dihybrid cross.